I posted a story on Instagram yesterday where this lady was talking about how she knew her child was trans when the child was 1.5 years old. Yeah, no, that's fucking insane. That baby isn't even a toddler yet, and that's fucking child abuse. And I used to nanny, all the time. 1.5-year-olds, like, they don't know, like, this isn't even a discussion to be had. Like, that's fucking insane. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you about if a 1.5-year-old understands the concept of gender. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, it's insane that we're wasting so much time on these conversations, honestly. Truly. And I'm not saying that to invalidate people who truly have major gender issues, which most autistic people do. That's another reason I am so passionate about this, because I have always had major issues with my gender, and I'm so grateful that I didn't get swept up in this trans bullshit. Because I'm not transsexual. But I've always had major gender dysphoria, if that's what you want to call it. I've even heard some transsexual people talk about how, like, they don't even believe gender euphoria is a real thing, and how hurtful that is to the transsexual community, and how it's like this really, like, sick thing. Like, it's so interesting to hear the other side of this, and it actually makes so much fucking sense. But I had somebody message me. Anyways, I've just always struggled with gender stuff, and they know now that autistic people are the most affected by gender issues. So if you think I'm not going to talk about this, you're an idiot. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I'm just sick of coddling people about this stuff, and I'm sick of being scared of standing up to this. Like, it's a huge deal for a kid to take hormone therapy. It's a huge deal to take puberty blockers. These things have consequences that you could not ever understand until you hear somebody talking about it. Have you heard what it does to female genitalia? Have you ever heard about that? What it can do to young women. I just heard a story yesterday from a woman who started transitioning at 13, and she didn't know. She knew some of, like, you know, the normal side effects, like her throat, her voice changing and never being able to go back, her hair falling out. Like, she accepted even, like, the really bad side effects. You know, she was like, I didn't care if I went bald. Like, I knew that it could be bad. What she didn't know is that her entire private area could atrophy. Her entire vagina. And I've heard of this many times where, like, she couldn't even use the restroom anymore. Like, when you hear about and that's from medication. She had sores, have you heard about the things that can happen when surgery actually happens? If you've never heard about the ones that don't go well, which is, like, the chance for complications are so insanely high, and no matter what, you're creating a medical issue for the rest of your life. If you think that you can just create a vagina, like, these doctors are so predatory. Even if it goes well, you have to keep that wound open for the rest of your life. You have to do all these unnatural things. You have to dilate every single day. I've seen so many videos where people have just, oh my God, I've seen horror stories. Like, if you're ignoring that, that's ignorance to me. That's transphobic to me. And I'm not scared of being called trans. I'm not scared of being called a TERF. I'm not scared of being called a bigot. I'm not scared of your performative words. I'm not. And if all you have are performative words and you don't care about actual fucking people, right. Dang it. I meant to talk about this other message that this woman sent me, but you know me, I always get on a tangent. I always get on a tangent, yeah. Yeah, maybe I will go crazy and just make a bunch of videos in the next week. Interesting. Maybe I'll take out TikTok with a bang and just talk about all this stuff. Why not? Plant a seed in people's head. Anyways, I said that it's child abuse, and I had a couple people message me, and, like, ever since I've started talking about this stuff, people are like, are you serious? Is this a joke? Like, no, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I take this stuff very seriously, and I've changed my mind about trans issues, and I've seen this other world, and I'm listening to actual trans people, and I'm listening to people like Blair White, and detransitioners, and they matter. And this girl who messaged me, who is a huge disability creator on this app, she has a very intense disability that affects her day-to-day life, like, much more than, like, autism or something, you know, like, and her story is amazing. She is incredible. Like, I have so much respect for her. But when it comes to this stuff, the woke left has literally rotted her mind. Like, she messaged me and said, oh, and, like, I hope that Donald Trump gets pew-pewed and dies. Okay, so you think a 1.5-year-old is trans, and you are so against violence and all this stuff, and say that anybody who says anything that's not politically correct is violent. Like, people on the left will literally say, like, oh, just your words are violent, and just your whatever, this is violence. And then when it comes to actual violence, you guys are totally okay with that. Oh, when it comes to Donald Trump or people that you don't like, you're fine if he gets shot. And you're pro-gun now? Are you fucking kidding me? If you want anybody to be murdered, like, this is what the left promotes, is this kind of insane fucking thinking. And this is why people say, like, the party of love and tolerance is actually the most intolerant, backwards thing. The party of love and tolerance loves violence, and they support a murderous regime like Hamas. And we're not allowed to speak out against the atrocities that they do to women, that they do to children. Like, you guys are fine with violence against Israel. You're fine with it. That's fucked up. That's deep, unbelievable hypocrisy. You guys don't want peace. You don't want peaceful negotiations. That's what Alika Laban was saying when she said the saviors are the supremacists. You guys listen to certain people, but you don't listen to women who speak out against Hamas. You don't listen to the women of Israel. You don't want peace. You want your political agenda affirmed. You guys don't want me to actually listen to black voices unless it affirms your agenda. Do you know how many of my friends messaged me when I posted this stuff originally and said that I'm not allowed to listen to black conservatives? White women telling me that I'm not allowed to listen to black people because those black people don't agree with those white women. By your own rationale, you guys are fucking hypocrites. You want me to listen to a white woman over a black person who actually is spouting some unbelievable truth about the Democratic Party and how they have just used black people. Like, holy shit. Yeah, no, right. I'm not allowed. Oh, I'm only allowed to listen to certain black voices. That is complete and utter fucking insanity. And I won't stand for it anymore. So